Good morning, good evening, and good night. Of course, it depends in where in the world you are. I'm Diego Gomez, and today, guys, we're going to be actually talking. We're going to conversate a little bit about what has been happening over the last few days, over the last few weeks, specifically in the United States, regarding something very important, something very critic that has been affecting U.S. people. And with this, I am actually referring to United States and mass shootings. Actually, today we're going to take a deeper look into what has been happening over the last few days regarding this topic, this issue that has been debated a lot politically and also in social media. And why? It's because, just to start this video, I'm going to tell you that on this year, just in January, over 40 mass shootings has been reported by different social media accounts, and also the Gunfire Archive, which is a like a network that actually track these mass shootings. And with this, US actually established a new record on 2023 to the most mass shootings just in the month of January. Like I told you, we're going to actually take a deeper look into what has been happening during this month of January. First of all, we're going to talk about California, that has woken up to news of 3 mass shootings this week. One on Monday, when a gunman actually opened fire at 2 plant nurseries in Half Moon Bay, killing 7 and injuring 1 person. A few hours later, also on Monday, another gunman opened fire 41 miles away at a petrol station in Oakland, injuring 7 and also killing 1 person. And on the Saturday prior, 11 people who had gathered to dance died on the eve of Lunar New Year in Monterey Park near Los Angeles. And like I'm telling you, this is just 3 of multiple reports regarding mass shootings in the United States. It feels like these incidents actually are becoming more frequent in the US, and it's because they are during this year, during 2023. Different definitions actually exist for what actually means a mass shooting, but according to this non-profit organization called the Gun Violence Archive, during 2023 there has been 40 such incidents in the US. As this actually organization states, mass shooting actually counts where 4 or more people are killed or injured, excluding the gunman, the person who actually opened fire on these activities. And like I'm telling you, at the moment, they have actually tracked 40 such incidents in the US since the start of the year. And with this, like I was telling you at the beginning of the video, it's the highest number of mass shootings on record for any January on the United States. This is according to these organizations that, like I was telling you, tracks gun-related deaths and injuries in the United States. Also, something very important that we need to actually take in consideration, it's that the previous record was set last year on 2022 with 34 mass shootings just in January. Between 2014 and 2022, there was also an average of 25 mass shootings recorded in the month of January. Also, another very important thing that we should actually take a look at, it's guns. Guns in the US, something very debated, something very political, and also very polemic. It's this type of topic. The surge in violence has reignited what has now become a familiar and highly political debate in the US over gun ownership, rights, and also legislation. And this also has some people asking what's actually driving the rise of mass shootings, specifically in January on the United States. And according to different information, actually data shows that all type of guns violence in the US, from homicide to suicide to mass shootings, are on a mostly upwards trajectory in the US. Active shooter incidents have actually seen a sharp rise in recent years. Actually, 9 of the 10 deadliest mass shootings in the US occur after 2007. And according to different experts, they actually said that it's actually hard to pin down the exact root causes of these mass shootings because they're often unpredictable in nature. But there are a few factors actually that could be contributing to the growing frequency. One is that Americans have more guns now than they did before. US gun sales reached a record of 23 million in 2020. This is a 65% increase from 2019 and remained also high last 2021. Also, some experts also point that another root of these mass shootings is also stressors. Stress in the US as a result of the pandemic, and especially hardships related to finances, to employment, or family and relationships, also can actually cause these type of mass shootings. Now, another very important thing that we should take in consideration when we're talking about mass shootings is that firearm injuries are now the leading cause of death among people that are younger than 24 years in the US, according to a study published on last December of 2022. Also, we need to actually, for example, take the shooting in Monterey Park on last Saturday, in which a 72-year-old Asian man is accused of killing at least 11 people in a Lunar New Year attack on a dance hall in a city that it is very, very close to Los Angeles. And at the moment, this is the notable as the deadliest US shooting in 2023. Also, there are more guns in the US. Take a look at this. There are more guns in the US than people. At least that's what these reports said from 2018, which found the country had the highest rate of firearm ownership in the world and more than double the next country that it is on the list, which is Yemen. So, very important and very hard facts and critical facts regarding the mass shootings that has been happening in the US during the last few days, during the last few weeks. And like I was telling you, this has been a very polemic, a very important and debated topic, specifically between Democrats and Republicans. Like I was telling you about, there has been multiple attempts to actually take and create any law, any legislation to try to lower the rate of guns and ownership in the US regarding these type of firearms. However, like I was telling you, this hasn't been successful, and at the moment by 2018 there are more guns than people in the United States. So as always, I invite you to also tell me right here in the comment section, what do you think about this topic? What do you think about these mass shootings? Like I'm telling you, at the moment, January of 2023 is the most deadliest January on US history, with 40 mass shootings reported as of today, January 28th. So like I'm telling you, tell me what do you think in the comment section. California is one of the most affected parts, with actually 3 mass shootings by 2023. So I invite you to tell me what do you think about it. And also I invite you to follow me in my social media, Facebook Diego Gomez TV, Twitter and Instagram at Diego Reportero, and also subscribe right here in my YouTube channel, Diego Gomez TV, and hit on the notification bell so you can receive all the notifications on my next live streaming. As well as I told you, tell me what do you think in the comment section. This was all for today, and I see you in my next streaming. Goodbye.